starters for your Hays Larks. Leading off the 8th Street Liquor beverage batter and playing center field from Dodge City Community College, number 1, Drake Ungeron. Batting second, tonight's designated hitter and pitcher from UT Arlington, number 16, Wyatt Davis. Batting third and playing second base from Cochise College, number 9, Justin Lee. Batting fourth and playing first base from Jacksonville State, number 23, Alex Strachan. Batting fifth and playing right field from Cochise College, number 8, George Sutherland. Batting sixth and catching from Colorado School of Mines, number 18, Mikey Gangwish. Batting seventh and playing left field from Arizona Western, number 26, Jared Belbin. Batting eighth and playing third base from Austin P, number 6, Skylar Luna. Batting ninth and playing shortstop from Cochise College, number 4, Jimmy DeLeon. And in his 37th season with the Larks, please welcome the head coach, Mr. Frank Leo. The Larks pitching coaches, Keith Harper, and assistant coaches are Steve Sedgwick and Sean Murphy. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please join us as we honor America with our national anthem.
tuned in to the Larks Network.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to game number 35 of the 2019 Hays Larks season. This is Carson Ackerman on the call. You're tuned into Larks Network. This is game one of a two-game series against the Boulder Collegians, and Wyatt Divis' first pitch is a fastball in the zone called strike one. He's the man on the bump tonight. Has gone 33 innings, struck out 40, has an ERA at 3 exactly. Leading it off for the Collegians is Chris Jimenez, the second baseman. A curveball from Divis runs outside 1-1. Jimenez from California played at Long Beach State. Lars coming to this one after being victorious last night against the Denver Cougars, winning it 7-3, sweeping the two-game series. This one, a slider from Divis, misses 2-1. Divis he's from Lincoln, Nebraska, played at Hutch Community College before going to UTA. Just finished his junior year at UTA, and he gets Jimenez to fly out to George Sutherland in right field for out number one.
Now batting the catcher, number 11, Hunter.
One away now to the two-hole, the catcher, Hunter Hudson. He steps into the box. It's a lefty versus lefty matchup here. Lefty versus righty. Divis on the bump. Righty that goes from the stretch at third base. Skylar Luna's playing a little bit in, maybe expecting bunt. Divis will get set. He goes from the stretch. A fastball catches the outside part of the plate, called strike one. Home plate umpire tonight, Randy Jordan. On the base path, Josh Brungart. 0-1 with one away and nobody on. This one is grounded over the right side and foul, 0-2. Divis has allowed 11 earned runs this year through those 33 innings. He stands at 4-1 through 8 appearances. This is his sixth start. He's gone 2 complete games. 5 of those starts ruled quality starts. Has allowed 2 home runs, hit 1 batter, has held his opponent batting average at 187. A phenomenal year so far for the Nebraska native. He gets a new ball, and he'll step back on the rubber, and you're ready to fire in this 0-2. On deck, Brennan Roselle in the hole, Turner Davis. Divis delivers. This one's popped over the left side. Luna, DeLeon, and Belbin all go to it. Belbin, the left fielder, is going to make the catch for out number 2. A little bit away from the foul field line. 2 away quick defensively for your Larks. It looks like Alex Strachan at first base, Justin Lee at second base, Jimmy DeLeon at shortstop, Skylar Luna, the hot corner man, Belbin in left field, Andrew in center, Sutherland in right, and Gangwish behind the dish. So now to Brennan Roselle. Roselle from Lincoln, California. He played at Long Beach State along with Jimenez. First delivery to him. Say it missed the zone, 1-0. Back-to-back flyouts for the Collegians to start this game. Divis gets set. He'll deliver the 1-0. A slider in the zone, called strike one, 1-1, 2 away, nobody on. Divis has a whip just over 1 at 1.15, has thrown 134 balls, 338 strikes. This one is grounded over to left side. Daly on the shortstop, can't get to it in time. It's a 2-out base hit off the bat of Brennan Roselle. Runner at first now with 2 away. Now to the cleanup hitter, Turner Davis. Davis from Savannah, Georgia, played at Savannah State. Due up for the Larks in the bottom of this inning, it's Andron, followed by Divis, Lee, and Strachan. Collegians from Boulder, Colorado. They play in the Rocky Mountain Baseball League. They're coached by Eddie Toledo, who's assisted by Mark Goodman and Danny David Linehan. 0-1 reads the scoreboard here at Larks Park to Davis. Divis gets set, delivers this one, and it's low. Gangwish reacts to it, checks over at Roselle with no throw. It'll be 1-1 with 2 away. Larks coming in this one, 27-7 on the season, 15-1 in the South Central Division, 9-5 in the Jayhawk West Division. They have a 1-game lead against Liberal. This one's grounded over to Luna. He waits on it, fires across the diamond, distraction for out number 3. Collegians strand a runner at first base, and we're going to head to the bottom of the first here on Larks Network. No score.
You're tuned in to the Larks Network.
Leading off for the Larks in the bottom of the first, top of the order, Drake Andron tonight's starting the center fielder. Last night, Andron scored twice and drove in one in a 7-3 victory. He shows bunt on his first pitch, pulls it back as it misses outside, 1-0. On the bump for the Collegians, it's Jackson Hewlett. It's from St. Mary's College as Andron grounds one to the left side. Hewlett picks it up with one hand as he slips and falls. He's going to be safe at first. We'll see if it's ruled a hit or an error, and it's going to be a base hit for the guy who leads the league in hits. Stats on the KCLB website incorrect. None of those 2-game series against Denver were put in, so it has Andron listed as 49 hits and batting .360. Both of those numbers, I believe, the batting average should be higher. Hits should definitely be higher. Leadoff base runner for the Larks now to the DH and pitcher Wyatt Divis. Hewlett gets set. He delivers. This one, a fastball on the outside part of the plate, called strike one. According to the KCLB website, Divis is hitting .286 with 34 total bases. Has stolen 2 bases this year. Has only grounded into one double play as there's a runner at first, a double play situation. He chops this one over the right side. Davis leaps at first base. He can't get to it. It's going to be into right field. Reese gets to it. And there's runners on the corners with nobody out. Back-to-back base hits for Larks. Andron flashing that speed, advancing 180 feet. He's now 90 feet from breaking this game open. So now to Justin Lee, the 3-hole league leader in RBIs and total bases. The lineup for your Larks tonight looked like Andron leading off, followed by Divis, Lee, Strachan cleaning up, Sutherland in the 5-hole, Gangwish after him, Belbin, Luna, and then De Leon rounding out the order for your Larks. Justin Lee batting .425 on the year. Has hit 2 home runs. Finds himself with an early RBI situation. This one runs inside. It's 1-0. Hewlett in his time at St. Mary's College just came off of his redshirt freshman year. Through 3 2/3 innings, struck out 1, walked 1, allowed 7 hits. He gets Lee to pop this one into center field. The center fielder Richardson gets to it. He throws, and the throw is not going to be in time as Andron touches without sliding. It's a 1-0 ball game. It's a sacrifice fly for Justin Lee. Don't put it as an at-bat in your scorebooks, but put him with an RBI. It's a 1-0 ball game. So now to the cleanup hitter, Alex Strachan. Divis remaining at first base there. 2 hits for the Larks, 1 for the Collegians. It's a fastball that Strachan checks his swing with. It's called strike 1. Hewlett from La Mesa, California, played at St. Mary's in Texas. First base coach for the Larks, Steve Sedbrook. Third base coach for the Larks, head coach Frank Leo. Comes 1-1 as one misses inside. Hewlett leans in and dangles his arm, similar to how Larks pitcher Christian Piercy gets set to deliver. Haven't seen Piercy yet this series, or excuse me, this home stretch. It's game 1 of the 2-game series against the Collegians. Didn't appear against Denver. He did throw a bullpen. We're hoping to see him on the bump soon. He's been one of the most consistent pitchers in the league, and when he's on, and teams have a tough time getting a hit off of him. Strachan fouls this one over to the right side. It's 1-2. Andron started this inning with a single. Divis followed out with a single of his own, advancing Andron to third. And then Justin Lee hit a sacrifice fly to center field that Andron scored on. This one's grounded over to the left side. Coburn gets to it at the hot corner, throws to Jimenez at second base to get Divis out, but Strachan is going to reach on a fielder's choice as Davis loses it at first base. Now 2 away, now to George Sutherland. Sutherland and Strachan were in that same part of the order last night. Strachan cleaned up Sutherland in the 5-hole, and in the first inning, Strachan was hit by a pitch, and then Sutherland followed that up with a hit by pitch of his own. There's a runner on first with 2 away for the St. Louis commit. He's a starting right fielder. On deck is Gangwish, in the hole is Belbin. Hewlett delivers. Sutherland takes a fastball over the outside part of the plate, about waist level, called strike 1. Oh and 1, 2 away. It's Strachan at first. And Sutherland grounds this one over the right side. Steve Sedbrook, first base coach, gets a hand on it. Larks will be back here tomorrow night for game 2 of this series. First pitch at 7 o'clock after being moved back from 5 o'clock. You can catch it right here on Larks Network. This is Carson Ackerman on the call. Your Larks leading the Collegians 1-0. Hewlett takes a peek over at Strachan. He's about a couple steps away from first base, and this delivery to Sutherland about the same height as that one that caught the zone, just a tad more outside. 1-2. Strachan at first. Sutherland thinks about turning on this one, lays off as it misses low. Two and 2 count with 2 away. Sutherland lays off one that's low and outside. Sutherland works himself a full count. Sutherland batting .374 according to the KCLB website. He picks up himself a 6-pitch walk. Runners on first and second now with 2 away. So now to Mikey Gangwish. Sutherland's 19th walk of the year. So now to Mikey Gangwish. Larks veteran has 4 regular season games left in his Larks career. In his 3rd year, he just graduated from the Colorado School of Mines after being the 2018 Rawlings Regional Player of the Year and Rawlings First Team All-America. As a runner in scoring position, this one misses above the letters, 1-0. Hewlett on the bump, a righty. Gangwish hits from the left-hand side, and he sends this one hard on the line drive over the right side off of the foul wall. 1-1. Packed night here at Larks Park. Stands pretty full. Larks fan pavilion over to the left side of the field. Absolutely packed. It's Educators Night here at Larks Park. Free t-shirts. Any fan coming to the park, courtesy of Golden Belt Bank. This one's popped over to the left side. Farrell races to it. It's going to be into the Larks bullpen. We'll go 1-2. Defensively for the Collegians, it's Farrell left, Richardson in center, Reese in right, Davis at first, Jimenez at second, Roselle at shortstop, Cowart man in the hot corner, Hudson the backstop, Hewlett on the bump. On deck is Bell, but in the hole is Luna. Infield playing deep on the right side. This one misses high and outside, 2-2. Reese playing deep in right field between that 319 and 349 marker in right. Same with Farrell between the 322 and 349 in left. And Gangwish swings at his 2 delivery. He's going to strike out swinging to end the bottom of the first. Larks score a run off the bat of Justin Lee, scoring Andron. We're going to head to the second inning here on Larks Network. Larks doing the Collegians 1-0. Thank you to the sponsors on your screen for making these broadcasts possible.
to the Larks Network.
Top of the second we go. The first delivery from the new pitcher, Christian Piercy, in the zone, called strike one. Christian Piercy replacing Wyatt Davis after Davis goes one inning. Davis now ineligible from picking up win number 5 on the year. Piercy throws this one in, misses inside. Piercy, a righty on the bump, has a tall pitcher's frame from Rockford University, originally from Tucson, Arizona. His father, Bob Piercy, making the trip up for this home series. Getting to see his son firing a 1-1 in the zone, called and swinging is Richardson for strike 2. Piercy stands at 6'4", headed into his senior year. This one misses low, 2-2 on a fastball. He was second team all-conference NCJC AA D2 all-academic. Had a 1-3 record at Rockford. Richardson sends this one down the line on a ground ball. He's going to head to second base. The throw from Belbin, cut off by De Leon. Leadoff runner in scoring position.
Now batting the right fielder, number 26.
Second hit of the night for the Collegians. Now to Zach Reese, the 6-hole, the right fielder. Piercy, a 4.65 ERA, 52 strikeouts at Rockford, had a save in 16 appearances and 62 innings pitched. Leans in, dangling his right arm, gripping the ball. It's a sign from Gangwish. He'll deliver this one in. A fastball runs inside, 1-0. Piercy on the season, 2-0, 28 innings pitched, 8 strikeouts, has allowed 42 hits, 16 earned runs, has an ERA of 5.14, but don't judge him based off his ERA. Just a couple of pitches that have caused that. A few batters that have taken Piercy yard, contributing to that ERA that's higher than what it was early to start the season. Piercy was dealing through the first few games, and then after a couple of innings where he gave up some home runs, that ERA jumped just on a few pitch. Is still a great pitcher, one of the best in the league. The 1-1 delivery runs outside. Actually does catch the zone, 1-2. Piercy in his last appearances against Valley Center through an inning, it says, had 4 earned runs, walked 1 guy, struck out 1. Excuse me, that was against Liberal. This is the Larks' first look at the Collegians this series. It's righty versus righty as Reese is at the plate. This delivery misses the zone, 2-2. Larks find themselves with a 1-0 lead here with nobody out in the top of the second. Piercy delivers from the stretch, the 2-2 sent on a ground ball into the Larks dugout, protected by that net fence. It looks like Rustin Hayes in the bullpen for the Larks. Not sure if he's warming up or just throwing pen. Piercy spins, no throw, checking on Richardson, who led off this inning with a double. This Piercy has started 4 games, gone 1 complete game. That was against the Cannons in a 7-inning effort when the Larks run ruled him 13-1, and he strikes out number 24 on the year, the victim, Zach Reese. So now 1 away with the runner in scoring position. Piercy looking to do damage control as kicks Farrell, the left fielder, steps up to the plate. Farrell from Memphis, Tennessee, played at West Texas A&M. Piercy has faced 135 batters this season. Opponent batting average of .316, has a whip of 1.79. 1-0. On deck, Nick Hall, in the whole bottom of the order, Logan Cowart. Piercy leans in, gets the sign from Gangwish. He'll deliver here. This one is popped over into left center field. Andron's going to take a few steps to his right. Richardson starts to take off. Andron shows off the cannon. De Leon cuts it off, throws to Luna as Richardson's in a pickle. Toss over to Lee at second base, and Lee's going to tag him as Richardson falls down. Nice play from De Leon, Luna, Lee, and Andron to get out number 3. Larks take care of business here in the top of the second. We're going to head to the bottom of the inning. Larks leading the Collegians 1-0. This is Carson Ackerman on the call. You're tuned into Larks Network.
You're tuned in to the Larks Network.
Bottom of the second we go. Leading off is Jared Belbin, the 7-hole. Due up is Luna and De Leon and Andron after him. You got to commend the Larks defense after that play to in the top of this inning. Larks defense been one of the best in all the league all season. Long Andron, known for his speed out in center field, didn't have to utilize it right there as the ball wasn't hit too far away from him. But what's underrated is his ability to track the ball and that cannon. Chuck that one in. Could have got to Luna at third base as Richardson started to take off. De Leon recognized that that throw needed to be cut off if they wanted to get him out. De Leon did a nice job of recognizing the situation, capitalizing on Richardson's mistake, and they got Richardson caught down in a pickle. Justin Lee applying the tag for out number 3. Scoreboard reads an 0-1 count to the Australian lefty. This one in the dirt, ball. 2-1, scoreboard incorrect. This one, a nice pitch from Hewlett. Gets Belbin watching strike 2. Turf infield and base paths here at Larks Park. Grass outfield and dirt warning track. Hewlett will throw the 2-2. Belbin checks his swing, but it's a nice one. It was a swing just protecting the plate. He's going to send it down the line for a line drive, and it's a stand-up double easily with nobody out. A runner in scoring position now to Skylar Luna. So for Belbin, that is double number 5 on the season. Extra base hits number 9. He stands at second base now to Skylar Luna, tonight's third baseman for the Larks. This one a slider in the zone, called strike 1 over on the outside part of the plate, waist level of Luna. Larks sporting their home white pants, blue jerseys with the white lettering and red trimming. Collegians coming with a dark navy blue jersey, red lettering, white trimming, gray road pants. Luna's down 0-2 after a swing and a miss. De Leon taking his cuts on the on-deck circle. Drake Andron stretching in the hole in the dugout. Luna pops this one over to the right side. Reese retreats. He's going to make the... No, he can't make the catch on the warning track. That one just carried off the bat. And the throw is cut off by Jimenez. The throw is going to get Belbin at home plate. Belbin was a little bit of the ways away from the plate when the throw arrived to Hudson. Had a nice line, just couldn't quite avoid the tag enough. One away now with another runner in scoring position. That one looked like it wasn't going to travel that far off the bat of Skylar Luna, and all of a sudden it just kept carrying and carrying off the warning track wall between the 319 and 349 marker off the Best Western Plus advertisement. So Luna is at second base now with one away. Double on the year for Luna, number 2. Extra base hit, number 3. Through 12 games. De Leon cranks this one over the left side. Farrell's going to move towards it. Makes the catch on a dive. A nice play from Farrell, robbing De Leon of extra bases. De Leon tells. And they're going to have some confusion right here. Randy Jordan and Josh Brungard say it's an out. Frank Leo and Jimmy De Leon disagree. De Leon stands at first base as the umpires talk. De Leon started off this year pretty solid, slowed down a little bit about midseason. In this last third of the year, he's been absolutely on fire. Hit a 3-run shot against Valley Center in this home stretch, and in Dodge City, he's been looking great, and they're going to say it's a single. So Farrell did not make the play. Runners on first and second with one away. Tough thing about that one is, since they ruled it an out, De Leon would have had extra bases and probably an RBI should Farrell have been ruled that way from the start. So now to Drake Angeron. Top of the order. Angeron singled in the first, came around to score in that same inning. The only run scored for the Larks tonight. Swings at this one. It's 0-1. His second look at Hewlett tonight. Oh, 0-1 delivery, fastball, low and outside, 1-1. Angeron's had family here consistently all season. His father, David Angeron, came up for a home series 2 times this year. And tonight, Angeron's joined by his sister, Drew Angeron, mother, Jenny Williams, grandfather, Skipper Williams, and grandmother, Sylvia Williams. This one's popped over the left side, right next to the Larks dugout, or between the Larks dugout and Larks bullpen. 1-2 reads the scoreboard here at Larks Park. On deck is Davis in the hole, Justin Lee. Angeron throws right-handed, bats left-handed. Leads the league in hits. Picked up another one in the first. He grounds this one over to the right side near the Collegians dugout. Belbin start off this inning with a blooper line drive down the left field line for a double. Luna followed that up with a double of his own that they caught Belbin out at the plate. And then De Leon singled. And now we find Angeron at the plate with 2 on and 1 away. He protects the plate here, sends this one a slow grounder over to Roselle. Toss it to Jimenez for 1. Angeron too fast on the base paths, no throw. Runners on the corners now with 2 away. Angeron reaching for the second time tonight. This one on a fielder's choice. Luna heads to third base. And now Wyatt Divis comes up to the plate. So because Divis was the designated hitter and pitcher since he was replaced by Christian Piercy, he gets to stay hitting. Hewlett, a righty on the mound. Divis in the left-hander's batter's box. This delivery, a fastball that had heat on it, just not located by Hewlett in the zone. On deck is Justin Lee, who had that sacrifice fly to drive in Angeron for the only run of the game so far. Angeron takes off. Luna's going to head home, but holds himself. Andron's in for another stolen base on the year. He leads the team and one of the top guys in the league. So now 2 in scoring position. Scoreboard reads 2-0 on Divis. Larks fans, make sure you follow the Larks on Twitter and Facebook. Subscribe on YouTube. Turn on that post notifications. Hit that bell. Find that subscribe button. You'll get notified every time we go live for every single game this year. The 2-0 to Divis. He is ahead of it. Grounds it over to the right side. Steve Sedbrook makes the play in the first base coaching box. 2-1. 2-1, 2 away, 2 in scoring position. Anything into the grass would drive in 2 between Luna speed and Andron speed. This one, a nice pitch, but a breaking ball that misses just outside. Divis showing his baseball experience, laying off, heading into his senior year at UTA. It's a hitter's count, 3-1. This one misses the zone. It's a 5-pitch walk. So now to Justin Lee, who had that sacrifice fly in the first inning. Has the bases loaded with 2 away. For Divis, that's another walk on his total and on the year, number 25. Bases loaded with 2 away in the bottom of the second. Larks already up 1. And the guy at the plate is the one who drove it in. Takes one on the inside part of the plate. Strike 1 called. Justin Lee played at Coach East with the guy in the hole, George Sutherland. In the bottom of the order of Jimmy DeLeon. He's head to Angelo State, taking us down to Texas after the season with the Larks. The 0-1 he swings on, turns it over the left side. Colbert reads it, makes it off of a hop, touches third base, getting Andron out. Larks strand 3 as we're going to head to the third inning here on Larks Network. Larks up 1-0. Top of the third we go here on Larks Network. Christian Peterson returning for his second inning of work. The first guy he faces is the 8-hole, the designated hitter, Nick Hall. Piercy will go from the windup. This one chopped over the left side high, but it's going to go foul. 0-1. Nate calls from Omaha, Nebraska, played at Southeast Community College in Nebraska. He's the 8-hole. On deck is Logan Coward. In the hole, top of the order, Chris Jimenez. Piercy goes from his windup. The delivery. The fastball runs inside. 1-1. Nobody out, nobody on. Larks up 1-0 after scoring one in the first and then leaving the bases loaded in the second. That seems to be the case for a lot of innings this series for the Larks, failing to capitalize on a lot of key moments, but still undefeated in this last stretch of games. Sweeping the Denver Cougars, sweeping the Dodge City A's. They had a day off on Monday after sweeping McPherson. Those two games, they find themselves on a 6-game win streak. 2-2 count. Piercy delivers from his right hand. It's swung on fouled off the turf and then off Hall's right arm. So we'll reset, go 2-2 again for pitch number 6. Piercy delivers. It's a swung on and miss on a changeup. A nice off speed from Piercy. Picks up another strikeout, and that is number 25 on the season for the Tucson, Arizona native. So now one away with nobody on to the bottom of the order, Logan Cowart. Cowart from Texas, played at Henderson State. One away, nobody on. Piercy throws in another one. That's a swing and a miss. 0-1 with Jimenez at the top of the order on deck. Piercy delivers a fastball low and outside, 1-1. Piercy picked up win number 1 on his season in Game 1 against the Denver Cougars to start the season. Larks have now played 2 series that are both 2 games here at Larks Parks versus Denver, going 1-1 in the first and then sweeping it 2-0 on Friday and Thursday. This delivery from Piercy in the zone, 2-2. And that outing against the Cougars, he went 5 innings, allowed 1 earned run, struck out 4, walked 2. He ended game 2 with a 1.8 ERA. Now it's against the Dodge City A's. He picked up another win on the season, went 5 innings, allowed 9 hits, but only 1 earned run, struck out 9. And then since then, he hasn't gotten any decisions. But since then, he started 2, 1 against Liberal and 1 against Valley Center. It becomes a full count now on Cowart. Piercy will deliver his payoff pitch. It's swung on, popped over to the right side. High. Sutherland takes a few movements in, a few steps forward and a couple to his left. He makes the catch for out number 2 in right field. So now we'll head to the top of the order. Chris Jimenez. Second time tonight that Sutherland's caught one in right field. A changeup from Piercy on pitch 1. Started on the inside part of the plate, moved and worked its way down the middle. And Jimenez watched it all the way. 0-1 with 2 away. The base is empty. Larks up 1-0 in the top of the third against the Boulder Collegians. Becomes a 1-1 count. Rustin Hayes since has sat down the bullpen. So it looks like Piercy will stay in this game for a while. Looking to get the side out, retiring them in order. 1, 2, 3. Has a 1-2 count on Jimenez. Larks from that double play to end the last inning of work in the top of the second. Catching Richardson in a pickle and tagging him after Andron caught out number 2 in center field. This one's fouled out of place. We'll go 1-2 for pitch number 5. Gangwish talking to Jimenez. Piercy shakes off 2 signs, 3 signs, 4 signs. Now he'll deliver after agreeing on one from Gangwish. It's on a pretty pitch. Looked like it was over the plate. Home plate umpire Chris Jordan thinks differently. It's 2-2. Regardless of what the call was, it was a nice pitch for Piercy. He just couldn't bait Jimenez into swinging at it. The 2's delivery. This one a fastball that Jimenez is ahead of. Has to slow his bat. De Leon moves in, makes a throw on a run. Catches out number 3 as he throws over to Strachan. Side goes down in order as we head to the bottom of the 3rd here on Larks Network. Larks lead at 1-0. Leading off the bottom of the 3rd is Alex Strachan. His second plate appearance tonight. A slider from Hewlett. Misses the zone 1-0. The 1-0 delivery runs inside. Strachan moves backwards. Dodging the pitch. It's 2-0. Strachan reached on the fielder's choice in the first. Was stranded at second base after Sutherland walked and then Gangwish struck out. 2-0, a fastball high and outside. Last night's ballgame, Strachan walked, grounded into a double play, grounded out, hit a single, and was hit by a pitch in the first. He picks up his second walk of this home stretch. He heads to first base on 4 pitches. Runner on first with nobody out to George Sutherland, who walked in the first. Hewlett on the bump, still in the bottom of the 3rd. 1 earned run got the Larks to go silent in the 2nd, doing damage control as the bases were loaded. We'll likely see Christian Piercy return for the 4th inning. This delivery gets the outside part of the plate. Sutherland takes it, strike 1. My guess As for Divis, only going 1 inning. I know he was struggling with an injury, but I don't believe that to be the case because it was in his leg, and from what we knew, he was healed and ready to go after only taking 1 game off. My guess is because he was scheduled to pitch in Game 2 of the Dodge City series. That was the game that he missed, so Rustin Hays took over the duties. We'll likely see him face off against Dodge. Larks want to give him some rest, but at least get him some movement, so he'll be ready to go on the bump against the A's. 2-1. Hewlett not happy with that pitch to Sutherland. We already saw Divis go against the A's earlier in the year, and it was a phenomenal outing as the 2-1 count becomes a 2-2 after Sutherland takes strike 2 over the outside part of the plate. In that first appearance versus the A's, he went 5 innings, only allowed 1 run and 1 hit. It was a solo shot to break the game for the A's. The A's still lost it 7-1 in 6 innings after a rainout. Larks picking up their second win in Jayhawk West play, advancing to 2-0 in that one. 1 away as Sutherland strikes out. Now up is Gangwish, who struck out in the first. And then Divis appeared the next day against Dodge. Divis allowed 3 hits that day. He had a hit for himself, and then he appeared in the batter's box the next day. So it'll be the A's second look at him in the next series. 1-0. Hewlett delivers. Gangwish takes him opposite field. Farrell Richardson go back. Kicks Farrell, makes the catch on the warning track for out number 2. A well-hit ball, just a little more oomph would have sent it past that 349 marker in left center field. So now to Jared Belbin, who doubled to start off the bottom of the second, as Strachan's still at first base. The first delivery to J-Rod catches the outside part of the plate, 0-1. Belbin thought it missed the zone. It was a close call from home plate umpire Randy Jordan. 0-1 delivery, misses outside. That one is called a ball, 1-1. Belbin swings and misses at a changeup. Fooled a little bit by the off-speed pitch. 1-2 count with 2 away. Strachan started off this inning with a 5-pitch walk. Sutherland struck out and Gangwish flew out to Farrell in left center. This one, a close one that Belbin lays off and misses outside. 2-2 with 2 away. Been a quick game, not quite an hour to this one here with 2 away in the bottom of the third. Belbin is going to strike out looking, taking one in a similar spot. This one a little bit more in and low. So that'll conclude the third inning. We're a third of the way through this game. Larks in the Collegians, 1-0. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back here on Larks Network. Carson Akron on the call. Larks up 1-0.
Larks Network.
Top of the fourth we go here on Larks Network. Leading off is Hunter Hudson, the catcher. He flew out to Belbin in the first inning. Larks fans, make sure you follow the Larks on Twitter and Facebook. Subscribe on YouTube. Usernames are on your screen. This is his first look at Piercy on the bump, who replaced Divis. Heading into the second inning, the first delivery from Christian misses outside 1-0. Two hits for Boulder, one off of Divis, one off of Piercy. This one's ground over the right side. Justin Lee goes to his left and in, eats it, tosses it to Strachan for out number one.
Now batting the shortstop, number 18, Brennan Roselle.
So Hudson advances to 0 for 2 in the day, and now to Brennan Roselle, who had a single, the first hit of the game for either team in the top of the first. Was stranded at first base after Davis grounded out to Luna. Once again, his first look at Piercy here. Piercy goes from the windup, a nice pitch that started looking like it could hit. Roselle moves into the strike zone over the inside part of the plate, 0-1. Piercy gets set, delivers a changeup in the zone, quick. 2 strikes on 2 breaking pitches. 0-2 with 1 away and nobody on. He shakes off a sign from Gangwish, agrees on the second one, fires in a fastball that Roselle was behind, sends it late over to the right side of the field. Do a nice job protecting the plate. Finds himself down 0-2. Piercy will deliver pitch number 4 to him. Piercy gets a sign from Gangwish. He agrees on it. He just waits on Roselle. He'll go from the stretch, the windup. A fastball, called strike 3. 4 pitches, all strikes. One of those was a foul ball, and it's strikeout number 3 on the day for Piercy through 2 2/3, and that is number 26 on the season. So Piercy doing a nice job of bouncing back after his last appearance on the bump. That appearance, he gave up 4 runs in an inning, according to the KCLB website. Now has gone 2 2/3, allowing 1 hit, striking out 3. No earned runs. It's still scoreless for the Collegians. Larks up 1-0 here at the top of the fourth with 2 away and nobody on to Turner Davis. And it's strike 1 called on Piercy, locating his pitches in the zone here, looking good on the bump. He'll step back on the rubber, dig his back foot in. And he goes from the windup, righty to righty here. This one a fastball that catches the outside part of the plate, waist level again to 0-2. Piercy throwing strikes and wasting no time here. He shakes off a sign from Gangwish, agrees on the next one. The 0-2 delivery, it's in the zone, that same spot, that same pitch, and it's 3 pitches and a strikeout to Turner Davis. Piercy strikes out back-to-back, and that's number 27 on the season, 4 tonight for Christian. And we're going to head to the bottom of the fourth here on Larks Network. Your Larks leading the Collegians 1-0.
to the Larks Network.
Bottom of the fourth we go. Leading it off is Skylar Luna. The first delivery to him. He swings at, bounces it back, foul, 0-1. Luna 1 for 1 today with a double. Could have been an RBI. Belbin tagged out at home plate. 0-1, nobody out and nobody on. Comes an 0-2. This one, a heater that misses outside into the left-hander's batter's box. Hewlett says, my bad, on the bump. It's a 1-2 count now to Luna. Hewlett has done damage control all night. Only allowed 1 earned runs. That was in the first. He stranded the bases loaded in the second inning. Slips, and it's now 2-2. Home plate umpire Randy Jordan holds up the 2-2 sign. Scoreboard at Larks Park has been wrong this whole home series. This one's grounded to the left side. Co-worked. Gets it in the hot corner. Fires across the infield to Davis for out number 1. So now to the bottom of the order, Jimmy DeLeon. 1 for 1 today with a single. JDL will take his cuts from the right-hander's batter's box. His second look at Hewlett, who is now retired the last 4.
The shortstop, number 4, Jimmy DeLeon.
DeLeon from El Paso, Texas, played at Cochise. According to the KCLB website, he was coming to this one with 17 RBIs, 32 runs scored. This one on the outside part of the plate, called strike 1. 0-1 with 1 away. The bases are empty. On deck at the top of the order, Drake Angeron. DeLeon sends this one to right field. Reese goes back. He's on the warning track, and he'll make the catch by that Best Western Plus sign marker again, where Luna hit one off there that Reese couldn't bring in. Now there's 2 away, and the base is empty. We head to the top of the order to Drake Angeron. Angeron's family here tonight, they get loud every time Angeron steps up to the plate. And it's great to have the families of the Larks players here. They're always welcomed and given shout-outs over the PA. Free attendance tonight, as always, as Angeron pops this one over the left side into the Larks bullpen, 0-1. Angeron the day, 1 for 2 with a single and a fielder's choice and a run scored. Angeron from Morgan City, Louisiana, played at Dodge City Community College. He's going to stay here this fall and play for the Fort Hays State University Tigers. He takes strike 2 look and nods his head, agreeing with home plate umpire Randy Jordan. Finds himself down 0-2 with 2 away. Hewlett has been delivering on the mound well after that first inning. This one, a similar pitch just outside, 1-2. On deck is Davis in the whole lead. Hewlett delivers to the lefty Angeron. He's a right-hander. That bat's left-handed. It's 2-2. Angeron working himself back in this one. Larks have 3 hits. Angeron counting for a third of those. The 2's delivery with 2 away. Runs inside. Angeron, after being down 0-2, works himself a full count. The payoff pitch outside. Angeron, after being down 0-2, works himself a 6-pitch walk. He's aboard for the 3rd time tonight through 3 plate appearances. Good at bat for the speedy center fielder. He stole a base earlier. He's a dangerous threat on the base pass every time he gets on. Davis coming up to the plate now after walking in the second and singling in the first. It's his sort of look at Hewlett. He sends over the right side. Davis dives for it. But Jimenez backs him up over in right field. The second baseman adjusting. The throw over on Andreon, showing off that speed. He's safe. Runners on the corners with 2 away for the second time tonight with Justin Lee. Justin Lee had runners on the corners with 2 away. It was Divas at first, Andron at third in the first inning, and he sent a sacrifice fly into center field. Andron came around to score, making it a 1-0 ball game. That's rolled hit number 4 tonight for the Larks. And there's a run of 90 feet from scoring. Lee leads the league in total bases and RBIs. Drake Andron leads the league in hits. Has scored run number 37 tonight according to the KCLB website. Looking to make it 38 on there. But he has scored more than that this year. Just waiting on things to be updated. And the delivery to Justin Lee is taking strike 1. Quick game moving along. Bottom of the 4th, 2 away. Divis on first, Andron on third. Justin Lee at the plate. Lee sends this one over the left field side. It's going to be fair past the diving glove of Coworks. Cowork doesn't agree with it. Andron's going to come around and score his second run of the night and the second run for the Larks. It's a 2-0 ball game. Divis advanced to third base. It's the second RBI for Lee and second run scored for Andron. Runners on the corners now with 2 away again, and that's Lee's first hit of the night. Divis goes first to third, and now we go to Alex Strachan on a nicely placed ball off the bat of the Angelo State commit. So now to Strachan, who walked in his last plate appearance and reached on a fielder's choice in the first. Hewlett delivers this one. It's lined back at the net, 0-1. With 2 away. This one's chopped over the right side. It's going to move foul. Strachan will have to go back into the right-hander's batter's box, down 0-2. Due up for the Collegians in the 5th. It looks like Richardson, Reese, and Farrell after Piercy got him to go 1, 2, 3 in back-to-back innings. Piercy's only faced 9 guys, has allowed 1 hit, but Richardson was tagged up in a pickle to get a double play to end the top of the second. This delivery to Strachan misses the zone, 1-2. 1-2 with 2 away. No errors for either squad. 2 runs for Hays, none for Boulder. 2 hits for the Collegians, 5 for the Larks. The 1-2 outside and in the turf, 2-2. Hudson doing a nice job of getting to that one and keeping it in his glove, keeping Divis at third base. Justin Lee yet to take off. He's an aggressive base runner that's great on the base paths. KCLB lists him at 19 stolen bases. This one, another one in the turf. Strachan works himself a full count after being down 0-2, similar to what Drake Andron did. He already has 1 walk on the night. If he does walk, the base will be loaded with 2 away. Hewlett looking to pick up strikeout number 3 tonight. The delivery is going to be a called strike 3, and that is number 3. So Larks leave 2 on. Strachan arguing with home plate umpire Randy Jordan. That's going to conclude the 4th inning here in Larks Network. Larks get 1 off the bat of Justin Lee again. Andron coming on to score. We'll be back here for the 5th inning on Larks Network. Larks up 2-0. We're back here in top of the fifth. Piercy striking out his fifth batter tonight. So now to Zach Reese, who was Piercy's first strikeout victim. Now is in the second inning. This delivery in the left-hander's batter's box off the turf, 1-0. This is Reese's second look at Piercy here. He didn't get to see Divis as Divis retired 3 in the first, only facing 4. This one's popped back into the Larks grandstand. It's going to be 0-1. Gangwish couldn't see from here. Hopefully everybody's okay. Gangwish grimaced. And he'll walk slowly back behind the dish. Piercy shakes his head at Gangwish. The 0-1 delivery. Swing and a miss on off speed. 0-2. Piercy has now retired the last 9, and the last 3 of those are on strikeouts. He now has 28 on the season. Looking to pick up 29 on the 1-2 delivery. It's calling strike 3.
Now batting for the Collegians, the left fielder, number 9, Kix Farrell.
So now to Kix Farrell from Memphis, Texas. Finds himself at the dish with 2 away, nobody on. Piercy retiring the last 10. So only allowed 1 hit, and that was the first batter he faced, Richardson, who doubled off of him. First pitch, Piercy throwing strikes a lot through these last 2 innings, doing a nice job on the rubber. 0-1. This delivery from Piercy, dropping his arm in that delivery. It works. He gives Farrell to whiff it down 1-0-2. Farrell, the left fielder, awaits his 0-2 delivery from Piercy, and off speed over and outside and low, 1-2. On deck is Nick Hall on the hole. Logan Coworked. Piercy agrees with Gangwish and wasting no time. The 1-2 delivery, a swing and one grounded high over to DeLeon. Gets it on a hop, delivers it over to Strachan. Piercy has retired the last 11, and we'll head to the bottom of the fifth here on Larks Network. Piercy going to go down in order. Larks leading it 2-0. Bottom of the fifth we go here on Larks Network. Leading off for the Larks is George Sutherland, kicks Farrell, grounded out to DeLeon to conclude the top of this inning. 0-1 Quig on Sutherland. Hewlett still on the bump, allowed 1 run in the first, none in the second, third, and then 1 in the fourth. He gets Sutherland to pop up in shallow center field. Richardson, Roselle, and Jimenez all race to it. Roselle ends up making the catch, calling off Richardson and Jimenez. 1 away here on 2 pitches. Hewlett has since settled in. Sutherland now is 0 for 2 in the day, a ground out, that pop-up, a strikeout, and a walk. So now to the catcher, Mikey Gangwish, the 6th, so 0 for 2 in the day with a flyout and a strikeout. One away, nobody on. On deck is Belwin in the hole, Luna. First delivery to Gangwish. Times it well, just contact off the end of his bat, 0-1. No movement in either bullpen. Here with 1 away in the bottom of the 5th. Gangwish steps back into the left-hander's batter's box, waiting his 0-1 delivery. This one runs outside, 1-1. Gangwish got the night off last night. He started behind the dish after McGuire had that duty last night. 2-1. Gangwish from Albuquerque, New Mexico. His 2-1 delivery catches the outside part of the plate. According to home plate umpire Randy Jordan, Josh Brungart, the umpire on the base paths, he's talking to Steve Sedbrook, the Larks' first base coach. This one, eye level of Gangwish over the plate. It's a full count. The payoff pitch. Gangwish lays off one that ends up breaking inside. It's a walk for Gangwish. Runner on first with 1 away. Now to Jared Belbin. Double and a strikeout on the day. For Gangwish, according to the KCLB website, that's number 32. In terms of base on balls, he leads the team. This one runs outside, 1-0. Hewlett gets set. He delivers from the stretch. And he gets Belbin to swing and miss at this one, 1-1. The 1-1 delivery with 1 away, a runner on first is in the zone, called strike 2. 5 hits for the Larks, 2 for Boulder. No runs for the Collegians, 2 for the Larks. Still no errors. It's been a pitcher's duel. This one off the turf, 2-2. Game 2 of the series will be right back here at Larks Park. First pitch at 7 o'clock. You can catch it right here on Larks Network. This is Carson Ackerman on the call. It's a 2-2 count to Jared Belbin. He swings and misses behind this one on a changeup. He'll strike out for the second time tonight. 1 looking and 1 swinging. So now there's 2 away to the 8-hole. Skylar Luna grounded out to start the bottom of the 4th, and then he doubled in the second, reached third. Bases were loaded in the second, and then Justin Lee ended it as they got Andron out on third base on a force out. So now to Luna. 2 ways. Gangwish still at first. They're going to check over at him. A nice slide from Gangwish puts him back safely. 0-1 on Luna. Luna from Clarksville, Tennessee, committed to the University of Tennessee after experiencing a little bit of the life of a volunteer in Tennessee in the SEC. Transferred to Austin P and gray shirted. 1-1.
He'll face off against Brooke Brandon, Michael Gill, and Alex Stratton, all teammates at the Larks. But those three guys are teammates at JSU. Luna and those guys will be in the same conference, and they'll get action against each other. It'll be a cool reunion down south. 2-1. 2-1, 2 away. Gangwish at first base. On deck is JDL. Luna is ahead of this one. Sends it over on a hard hit over the left side. It was close to being over the bag. It would have been extra bases for Luna for the second time tonight. Instead, it's going to be a 2-2 count. Solo led this inning off, popping up to Roselle. Gangwish followed that up with a walk on a lot of pitches, and Bellman just struck out. So now we find 2 away, 2-2. Runner on first. Larks up 2 runs. Hewlett delivers. Gets Luna to think about turning on that one. He lays off on a breaking ball that missed low and outside. It's a full count. The payoff pitch. He swings, hits it hard over the left side. Farrell retreats. He's on the warning track. He looks up, is past the 349 marker in left center field. It's a home run for Skylar Luna. It's a 4-0 ball game off the bat of Skylar Luna. For Luna, that's his first home run of the year. RBIs number 5 and 6. Runs scored number 9. One swing of the bat, and it's a 2-run shot. 4-0 ball game. For being his first home run of the year, that is Luna's just his 4th extra base hit through 12 games. So now to Jimmy DeLeon. Base is empty with 2 away. Gangwish's first run scored tonight. Here's at first base, gets to jog around. 2 RBIs now for Luna. Him and Justin Lee both have 2. 1-0 on DeLeon. Hewlett delivers. DeLeon lays off it. It runs outside 2-0. For Gangwish, that was run scored number 36 according to the KCLB stat page. 2-0 with 2 away. This one in a similar spot. We're going to say this one was over the plate, 2-1. Two away, bases empty. On deck is the top of the order, Drake Angeron. DeLeon swings at a nasty pitch. Hits 2-2. The 2's delivery from Hewlett. He'll go from the windup. Righty versus righty. Swinging a foul ball back at the net. Jace Armstrong coming from the Larks dugout. He's going to give DeLeon some grip for his bat. DeLeon rubs it on, and he'll await another 2-2 delivery, stepping back into the right-hander's batter's box with some new grip. Hewlett gets a sign from Hudson. He agrees on it. He'll go from the windup. DeLeon takes this one above the letters. Full counts. Larks doing a nice job of working Hewlett's pitch count up. No movement for the Collegians in the bullpen. Payoff pitch for Jimmy DeLeon. They're going to say it was over the plate on a similar pitch that they called a ball and a strike earlier. That's the second strikeout this inning for Hewlett. The second time DeLeon has been sat down tonight. He flew out in the 4th and singled. In the second, he's 1 for 3 on the day, and that concludes the 5th inning here in Larks Network. Larks get 2 off the bat of Skylar Luna, a 2-run shot. It's a 4-0 ball game.
Top of the sixth we go here on Larks Network. It's a 4-run cushion for Christian Piercy on the bump. Piercy has retired the last 11. Swinging a ground ball over to DeLeon at shortstop. Barely has to move. Throws it to Stratch and pulls him off the bag. Stratch and applies the tag nicely for out number 1. 1 pitch, 1 out for Piercy. Now is Nick Hall, and now is Logan Coward at the plate. It's 12 straight retired. Now for Piercy. Farrell grounded out to DeLeon to end the top of the 5th, and a ground out to DeLeon to start the 6th off the bat of Hall. Larks fans, make sure you follow the Larks on Twitter and Facebook. Subscribe on YouTube. Stay up to date with all things Larks all season long. Piercy delivers a fastball that's hit over the right side and foul, 0-1. If you follow Larks on Facebook, you'll see all sorts of cool stuff on there, such as this day in Larks history on July 13th. 1958, the Larks claimed a 9-6 win over DeMar in WCKL action at Larks Park. Leroy Brungart picked up the victory, relieving starter Joel Maska in the 2nd inning and allowing 5 hits over 7 innings. Berged innings singled and doubled with 2 runs scored for Hays. 0-2 quick on Cowart. He flied out to Sutherland for out number 2 of the 3rd inning. This one, Gangwish takes off the chest protector, 1-2. Due up for the Larks, it'll be Angeron, Divis, and Lee. Top of the order, Piercy gets a sign from Gangwish, agrees on it, delivers. It's an off-speed pitch that he gets. Cowart to swing in, miss out, 13 straight retired. Piercy dealing on the bump. 2 away, and that's strikeouts number 6 on the day for Christian Piercy, number 29 on the season. Excuse me, strikeout number 7 tonight, number 30 on the season. A 2-away, nobody on, and Jimenez shows bunt. It's over the left side. Piercy gets to it, reaches his glove down, can't scoop it up, and that's going to be the first guy to reach base against Piercy since Kelby Richardson doubled in the 2nd to start it. It's a hit for Jimenez. He's now 1 for 3 on the day.
Now batting for the Collegians, the catcher, number 11, Hunter Hudson.
So now to Hunter Hudson, 0 for 2 on the day with a fly out to Belbin and a ground out to Justin Lee. DeLeon playing deep over at shortstop. Has both feet of the heels on the grass. Justin Lee playing a little bit further in than that. Skylar Luna playing about medium distance over at third base. First delivery here to Hudson in the zone, called strike 1. Hudson from Chandler, Oklahoma, plays at Benedictine College in Kansas. Check over at Jimenez, not in time. Scoreboard at Larks Park, read a 1-1 count with 2 away. Jimenez starts to take off, holds himself, and it's a swing and a miss from Hudson. We're going to say it's fouled off his bat. He's on his knee. Flashes a smile and will step back against the left-hander's batter's box, facing off against the righty Piercy. One and 2 with 2 away. Piercy gets set on the bump, delivers. This one misses outside on a fastball, 2-2. On deck is Brennan, Roselle, Turner Davis in the hole. Scoreboard now changes to 1 and 2. Once again, it's incorrect. One and 2 with 2 away. Jimenez at first. He takes off the throw. The delivery to Gangwish, I should say, found over the right side. Gangwish is up and ready to fire out. Jimenez instead, we're going to get pitch number 5. Piercy leans in, dangling his right arm. Shakes off 2 from Gangwish. Greaves on it, looks over at Jimenez. Puts the ball in his glove, gets his grip that he wants on it, and he delivers this one just below the knees of Hudson. 2-2 now. Piercy agrees on the first sign from Gangwish. The righty will deliver to the lefty from the stretch. Jimenez takes off this throw inside off the chest protector of Gangwish. Gangwish in pain as Hudson walks to first base. Randy Jordan talks to Piercy. Runners on first and second now with 2 away. First walk of the day for Christian on the bump, number 9 on the season. Gangwish looks to be okay, thankfully. There's 2 away, runners on first and second to Brennan Roselle. 1 for 2 in the day with a strikeout and a single. This is a fastball at the bottom part of the zone, down the middle of the plate, 0-1. On deck, Turner Davis in the hole, Kelby Richardson. Here she looks at Jimenez, delivers this one off the turf, 1-1. Piercy was going strong up into that single against Jimenez. Just walked Hudson. Looking to bounce back here and get out number 3, send us to the bottom of the 6th. If things hold out, he'll pick up another win of the season, advance to 3-0. Roselle thought about turning on it. It's over the outside part of the plate, 1-2. 6 hits for Hays, 3 for Boulder. It's a 4-0 ball game with 2 away in the 6th. Piercy takes a deep breath on the bump, lowers his glove. He's going to step off the rubber as Jimenez is dancing up there. He looks in, gets a sign from Gangwish. And the 6'4 righty gets set, delivers the 1-2 off speed that Roselle fouls off softly back into the left. One and two with 2 away. Jimenez at second. On first base is Hudson. This one, an off-speed pitch, misses inside, 2-2. This is the 5th batter of the inning for the Cougars, the most they've had come up to the plate this game. Piercy delivers. It's grounded over to the right side. Justin Lee goes to his left, tosses underhand to Strachan, and Piercy gets the cleats into strand 2. He'll high five Justin Lee, share a smile, and send us to the bottom of the 6th. This is Carson Ackerman on the call. You're tuned to the Larks Network. Your Larks are leading it 4-0.
Drake Andron up to the plate, leading off the bottom of the 6th. 1 for 2 in the day with a walk, a fielder's choice to single, 2 runs have scored. 1 in the first, 1 in the 4th. He's tonight's beverage batter for the Larks, looking to give the fans half-price beverages for the remainder of the inning for the second time tonight. 1-0 on him, and now becomes 1-1 as this one's over the outside part of the plate on the off-speed. On deck, Divis in the hole, Lee Strachan following Lee. This one runs inside, almost at the knees of Andron, 2-1. Andron scored a half of the runs, scoring the first 2, and then Skylar Luna drove in 2 on a 2-run shot over to left center field. 2-2 on Andron. Andron head to Fort Hays State University this fall, wrapping up his season with the Larks. He currently leads the Jayhawk West Division in hits. The 2-2 delivery from Hewlett, outside and high. It's a full count. Hewlett still in the mound, has gone 5 innings, 4 earned runs. This delivery to Andron, it's his second walk of the game on this payoff pitch. Runner on first with nobody out now to Divis, who started this game on the bump. Got replaced by Piercy on the rubber, but staying in as he's the DH. Defensively, still the same. Farrell left, Richardson in center, Reese in right, Davis at first, Jimenez at second, Rosal at shortstop. Cowart manning the hot corner, and Hudson behind the plate. Andron always a threat on the base paths. Divis steps into left-hander's batter's box for his 4th look at Hewlett. 2 for 2 in the day with 2 singles and a walk. It's 1-0 on him. On deck is Justin Lee in the hole, Alex Strachan. Hewlett delivers this one low and outside on Divis. 2-0. This is game 1 of a 2-game series against the Boulder Collegians. You can catch game 2 right here on Larks Network tomorrow night. First pitch at 7 o'clock. After this 2-game series, the Larks will head to Dodge for game 1 of a 2-game series against the A's, and we'll be back here at Larks Park on Tuesday for game 2 of that series to conclude the regular season. Davis pops this one over to the left side, past the Larks bullpen. It's now 2-1 on the Maverick from UTA. Steve Sedbrook, the Larks' first base coach, over there chatting with Drake Andron. Third base coach and head coach for the Larks is Frank Leo, Region 5 National Coach of the Year in 1998 and 2015 NBC Hall of Fame inductee, 2005 Kansas Sports Hall of Fame inductee. It's a hitter's count now for the DH. Due up for the Collegians in the 7th. It's Davis, Richardson, and Reese. Andron takes off as Divis cranks this one into right field. It's no doubt. He tosses his bat, and it's his second home run of the year. This second one of this this home series, I should say. And it is a 6-0 ball game off the bat of Wyatt Divis. Andron scoring for the 3rd time tonight. Divis for his first. And according to the KCLB website, RBI for Divis. Number 24, that's incorrect. He should have 26 as he hit a 2-run shot to walk it off earlier against Denver, an 11-1 ball game. So bases are empty now with nobody out still. To Justin Lee, who's driven in 2 for himself. A home run off the bat of Wyatt Divis. And we're going to have a mound visit here. We'll see if Hewlett stays in the game, but we're going to take a quick pause right back here on Larks Network for the continuation of the bottom of the 6th. Bottom of the 6th we go. It's a 6-0 lead as Divis put 2 more up on the board, cranking it to right field. A 2-run shot, driving Andron for Andron's 3rd run scored tonight. 7 hits for the Larks, 3 for the Collegians. Hewlett still on the bump, delivers this one to Lee that misses the zone 1-0. Lee on the day, a sacrifice fly, a ground out, and a single, 2 RBIs. This one off the turf, 2-0. Larks scored 1 in the 1st, none in the 2nd and the 3rd, 1 in the 4th. Skylar Luna gave us a 2-run shot in the 5th, and then Divis gave us a 2-run shot here in the 6th. Lee sends this one, a high line drive into center field that Richardson goes back into his left, makes the catch for the 1st out of this inning. So now to Strash, the cleanup hitter, 0 for 2 in the day with a fielder's choice and a strikeout and a walk.
Now batting the first baseman, number 23, Alex Strachan.
So for the 2nd time tonight, Lee heads to the dugout without an RBI through 4 plate appearances. This one misses inside on Strachan, 1-0. Davis cranked that one. It was a no-doubter. Justin Lee just flew out. Lee had a no-doubter on a grand slam against Family Center. Had the bat flip of the century. You can go on the Larks YouTube channel where you're watching this right now and watch that game. See that bat flip. The head coach for Valley Center, not a fan of that one. Came out and talked to the umpire. Umpire had to go talk to Frank Leo. Then after that, in that same inning, Jimmy DeLeon hit a 3-run shot. And in response to that, he just started walking to first base, lightly tossed his bat, and got a victory for the Larks. They run-ruled the Mud Daubers. This one a breaking pitch over the outside part of the plate, 1-2. The scoreboard now changed to 2-2. Strachan strikes out looking for the 2nd time tonight, and back-to-back plate appearances. Now there's 2 away. So now to George Sutherland, the 5-hole, tonight's right fielder. 0 for 2 in the day with a pop-up to Roselle to start the bottom of the 5th. A strikeout in the 3rd and a walk in the 1st. He'll take his cuts from the left-hander's batter's box as Gang wishes on deck. Belbin's in the hole. First pitch from Hewlett and Sutherland's fourth look at him. He swings and miss at 1 at the letters, 0-1. This delivery to Sutherland misses low, 1-1. Movement in the Larks bullpen. And Sutherland swings at this one. It's 1-2. Looks to be in the bullpen. Munch, as this one's cranked into right center field, and it's past the 349 marker, the 3rd home run of the game, and for Sutherland, that is home run number 4 on the year, picking up his first RBI tonight, number 33 on the season, his 29th run scored. It's a solo shot off the St. Louis commit's bat, and it's a 7-0 ball game. All 3 home runs have been in those last 2 innings. He missed home plate, touches it again, shares a laugh with Randy Jordan, the home plate umpire, high fives Gangwish, heads back to the dugout, making it a 7-0 game. So that's Sutherland's first hit of the ball game, and can't think of a better way to do it. So now the bases are empty with 2 away for Mikey Gangwish, 0 for 2 in the day with a walk and a run scored in the 5th. And Gangwish sends this one over to right center in that same spot where Sutherland hit it. This one's going to drop and roll to the warning track. He rounds first, heads for second. It's his first hit of the day, and it's an extra baser. Larks starting to get on top of Hewlett, and we're going to have another mound visit, which means it's going to be a day for the St. Mary College player. Gives up 7 runs through 5 2/3. And Belbin will be the first guy to face against the new pitcher. Larks leading the Collegians 7-0. We're going to take a quick pause right here on Larks Network. This is Carson Ackerman on the call. Bottom of the 6th, two-way runner in scoring position. It's Gangwish at second base. New pitcher is Brant Toledo from Erie, Colorado. Played at Seminole State. Did not appear in any games in Oklahoma. It's 0-1 on Belbin. Head coach for the Collegians, Eddie Toledo. Not sure if there's any relations. Very well could be, as he's sharing that last name and from Colorado. 0-1 with 2 away to Belbin. This one, an Ephus pitch outside, 1-1. Belbin hits from the left-hand side. Toledo, a right-hander on the bump. That's a day for Jackson Hewlett. Belbin on the day, 1 for 3 with a double and 2 strikeouts. Another similar pitch, that same style, a high dropping pitch way outside, 2-1. Marks need 3 more runs in an inning if they want to run rule the Collegians and head home a little bit earlier. They run ruled a lot of teams tonight. They scored 3 this inning, 2 home runs, a 2-run shot from Divas, a solo shot from Sutherland. Belbin reads this one, cranks it over to the right side, and Reed's going to get to it after it drops by the 3:19 marker. Belbin, it's his second double of the night and his first RBI on this fine Saturday evening night. Coming out to score his Gangwish for his second time tonight. So now to Skylar Luna. On deck is the guy who, on deck is Jimmy De Leon. In the hole is the guy who led off this inning with a walk, Drake Angeron. And And it's now an 8-0 ball game. Game was talking to head coach Frank Leo. Luna is behind this one that runs outside. Luna smiles and will step back into the box with an 0-1 count. On 1-2 away, Belbin at second base. Luna pops this one back over the grandstand and out of the stadium. 2 away, 0-2 count. Luna had a 2-run shot in that last inning, the 5th. That made it a 5-0 ball game. Larks have gotten, made it a 4-0 ball game. Larks have scored 4 here, making it an 8-0 ball game. 0-2 with 2 away this one. Another one of those eephus pitches. Skylar Luna has to duck out of the way of this one. It's 1-2 to the Austin P guy. Andron started this inning with a walk. Divis sent him home on a 2-run shot. Lee flied out, Strash, and struck out. Sutherland hit a solo shot. Gangwish followed that up with a double. And then Belbin followed out with the double zone. Driving home Gangwish. Luna doing a swing to protect the plate. Fouls this one out of play over the right side. Sleetle gets set on the rubber, deliver his 1-2 to the righty, Luna. Luna patiently waiting. The 1-2, he lays off of one. They're going to check over at Belbin at second base. Jimenez, as they go get that one to keep it from rolling out into center field, it's 2-2 on Luna. Two and 2 count, runner on second with 2 away. Toledo looks over at Belbin a couple times. Another one of those rainbow-style eephus pitch that's fouled out of play over the right side. Luna 2 for 3 on the day with a double, a home run, and a ground out. Toledo gets a sign from Hudson. Lena's right arm. He'll get the grip on this pitch and deliver from the stretch. This one runs inside. The second one, this at-bat, it's almost hit Luna. Luna works himself into a full count after being down 0-2. Luna doing a nice job of working the pitcher's pitch count. The new guy who's facing just his second batter. Brand Toledo delivers the payoff pitch, and he gets Luna to strike out swinging. Larks get 4, a 2-run shot from Divis, a solo shot from Sutherland, and an RBI double from Belbin. We're going to head to the 7th inning. Larks up 8-0. You're tuning in to the Larks Network. This is Carson Ackerman on the call. Top of the 7th we go here on Larks Network. It's an 8-0 ball game. Leading it off is Turner Davis, a cleanup hitter, the first baseman. New pitcher on the rubber for the Larks. It's Trevor Munch. Appeared against Dodge City in an 11-3 victory for the Larks. He went 2 innings, struck out 2, walked none, didn't allow any base runners, no earned runs, so he has a whip and batting average of a perfect 0 flat. It's 1-0 on Davis. Threw 18 strikes and 8 balls. He committed to the University of Oklahoma out of high school, went there, redshirted his freshman year, got 2 appearances for the Sooners in his redshirt freshman year, went to McLennan, and now he's headed to Wichita State for his redshirt junior year. Out of high school, he had a 1.17 ERA with 59 strikeouts in his senior year. He was a first-team All-League and All-State selection, and honorable mention All-State as a junior. Won a state championship in Lawrence at Lawrence Free State. 1-1 is sent over the left side. A chopper that DeLeon reads well, gets it, grips it, delivers to Strachan for out number 1. One up, one down for Munch, retiring all 7 batters he's faced so far this season. Now to Kelby Richardson. Munch is the 3rd pitcher for the Larks. Divis went 1 inning. Piercy went 5 innings. He's set for win number 3 on the year, going 3-0 if Munch can hold him here. If Larson gets 2 in the bottom of this inning, assuming Munch holds him here, they'll walk it off. First delivery to Richardson outside, 1-0. Richardson doubled in the second. Was part of that double play when the Larks, thanks to Jimmy DeLeon and Drake Angeron, he was in a pickle and was tagged out by Justin Lee. 2-0. He struck out against Christian Piercy in the 5th, and Piercy finishes the day with 7 strikeouts, moving his total to 30. Nice pitch from Munch, makes it a 2-1 count. 1 away, nobody on. Munch appeared in 15 games at McLennan. Won 4, lost 1, picked up 1 save, went 22 innings, struck out 31. This delivery here, a nice pitch, called strike 2. This will be pitch number 5 to Richardson from Munch, still no swing. Munch, the southpaw, delivers to the righty. Richardson lines it. DeLeon gets it well off of 1 bounce, fires it to Strachan, 2 ground outs to DeLeon to start the 7th inning. Good play by DeLeon at the 6th spot, 2 away.
Now batting the right fielder, number 26, Zach Reese.
So now to Zach Reese, 0 for 2 in the day with a strikeout, swinging against Piercy and a strikeout looking against Piercy. That was Piercy's first strikeout of the day in the 2nd against him, and then strikeout number 5 on the day in the 5th. His first look at Munch. A curveball from Munch misses outside, 1-0. Wyatt Divis allowed 1 hit in the first. Piercy allowed 2 through 5, just 3 hits for the Collegians. This one's lined over the right side off the net. 1-1. Larks have had 10 hits. They scored 1 run in the first, none in the second and the third, 1 in the 4th, 2 in the 5th, and then 4 in the last bottom of the 6th. Most likely see Brant Toledo return to the bump for the bottom of this inning. This one's grounded once again over to DeLeon. DeLeon leaps, catches it over his head, delivers to Strachan, who makes a nice dig. 3 up, 3 down, 3 ground outs to DeLeon to send us to the bottom of the 7th. We're in a stretch here for the 7th inning stretch. We'll be right back here for the bottom of this inning. This is Carson Ackerman on the call. You're tuned in to Larks Network.
to the Larks Network.
Bottom of the seventh we go. The seventh inning has been stretched. JDL is leading off the first delivery to De Leon. Call strike one at the letters. 3 ground outs to De Leon for the Collegians. In the top half of this inning, De Leon is 1 for 3 on the day with a strikeout, a flyout, and a single. Swings at this one. It's 0-2. Due up after him, it's Andreon, Davis, and Lee. Lars fans, make sure you subscribe on YouTube. You get a video in your subscription box every time we go live. 1-2. One and two with nobody on, nobody out. Andreon on deck. The 1-2 to Jimmy De Leon runs outside. 2-2. It's still Brant Toledo on the bump. Steve Sedbrook, first base coach, talking to Josh Brungart, the base pass umpire. Frank Leo, the third base coach and head coach. De Leon sends this one on a line drive over to the shortstop. Roselle, one shortstop, grounds out to the other, and there's one away. So now to top of the order, Drake Andreon, tonight's beverage batter, a single, a fielder's choice, and 2 walks, 3 runs scored. 2 of those were off the bat of Justin Lee, and the one in the last inning was a 2-run shot from Divis. He steps into left-hander's batter's box, his first look at Toledo here. One away, nobody on. Divis on deck, Lee in the hole. First delivery to him misses, 1-0. Looking like Christian Pierce, he will pick up win number 3 on the year, advance to 3-0. Toledo delivers one of those Ephus-style rainbow pitch that moves up, slowly drops down. This one's way outside, 2-0. Another one of those pitch. This one is in the zone at the bottom part of the zone, 2-1.
Toledo gets set, delivers, gets Andreon to swing and miss at an off-speeder, 2-2. Scoreboard reads a 3-1 hitters count. Randy Jordan shows 2-2. Andreon does a plate protection swing, bloops this one high over to the right side. Reese takes a couple steps in, makes the catch for out number 2. So now to Wyatt Divis. Home run in his last at bat, a single in the 4th, a walk in the 2nd, and a single in the 1st. Has driven in 2 and scored 1 himself. Having himself a day, he's 3 for 3. Two away, nobody on. Strike 1 called. Davis started this game on the bump. He only threw 1 inning. He got Jimenez to fly out, Hudson to fly out, then allowed a single to Roselle, and then got Davis to ground out. He sends this one over to right center field. It's a base hit with 2 away. Runner on first now to Justin Lee, who is 1 for 3 on the day with a fly out, a single, a ground out, and a sacrifice fly. 2 RBIs.
Now batting the second baseman, number 9, Justin Lee.
He'll step into the right-hander's batter's box. His first look at Brant Turner here. Brant Toledo. Davis has himself about a 2-step lead. Toledo looks at him, delivers this one at the letters of Lee, call strike 1.
0-1 with 2 away.
Another one of those high dropping pitches. It's 1-1. It's Strachan on deck. Sutherland in the hole. The one's delivery with Divis at first and 2 away. Lee reads it well. Another one of those blooping pitches. Sends it on a line drive down the line. It's going to drop right side of the foul line. Divis is going to be held at third as Farrell gets to it in the corner. The throw, Roselle can't read it. Divis still holding at third. Larks crowd not agreeing with the decision to hold him. There's 2 in scoring position with 2 away. Now to Alex Strachan, who's 0 for 3 in the day. A walk and 2 strikeouts, both looking. It's a double for Justin Lee. He now has a single and a double on a day.
Now batting for the Larks, the first baseman, number 23, Alex Strachan.
So now to Strachan. On deck, Sutherland, Gangwish in the hole. And we're going to have a head coach come out of the dugout. One Toledo is going to talk to the other one. So during this mound meeting, we're going to take a quick pause. We'll be right back here for the continuation of the bottom of the 7th. This is Carson Ackerman on the call. You're tuned in to Larks Network. Bottom of the 7th, 2 away. Strachan up to the plates. 2 in scoring position. Lee at second. Divis at third. Anything into the outfield on a hit would likely walk it off with Lee's speed and base running skills. The first delivery to him, he takes one that just misses outside, 1-0. Sutherland on deck. Gangwish in the hole. Sutherland had that solo shot in the last inning. Larks have scored at least 1 in the last 3 innings. 1 in the 4th, 2 in the 5th, 4 in the 6th. The 1-0 delivery. Strachan sends it over to the left side. Cower gets at the hot corner. He's going to throw across the diamond. Davis starts to pull off. He drags his toe on the bag. So the Larks will stray on 2 to end the 7th inning. We're going to head to the top of the 8th here on Larks Network. Your Larks leading the Collegians 8-0. Top of the 8th we go. New pitcher is Drew Marufo after a 1-2-3 inning from Trevor Munch. This is Marufo's second appearance in back-to-back games. He comes into this one with an ERA of 3.46. That should be lower. Stats still not put into the KCLB website. The first guy he faced is Kix Farrell. 1-0. Marufo has struck out 19 according to the league page. 1-1 with 2 saves on the year. Opponent batting average of .203. Brock Loomis into the game, catching Palmer Hutchinson at third base. Both guys just filling in for the roster with several guys injured. They'll be with us for this 2-game series and then back to the normal roster when we head to Dodge on Monday. 2-0. Frank Lee was seeing it fitting that with an 8-run lead, it's okay to play a high school guy. 2-1. Loomis will be heading into his senior year at Hays High School. Was the Hays High Tournament of Champions, Western Plains Diamond Classic, I should say, MVP of the tournament. 2-1. Marufo is going to talk to Loomis. Marufo calling him out. We'll see what this is about here. Farrell on the day, line into that double play to end the second, grounded out to De Leon to end the top of the 5th. Mound inning is over. Marufo from Santa Teresa, New Mexico, will go back to the rubber. He's a Lobo from New Mexico. Two and one. He goes from the windup, righty to righty, a fastball that misses low. It's a hitter's count for the Texas native. The 3-1 delivery, a fastball off the turf. It's a 5-pitch walk. Walk number 6 on the year for Marufo. Leadoff base runner at first. So now to Nick Hall, 0-for-2 in the day. A ground out to De Leon to start the 6th, and then strike out off the hand of Christian Piercy to start the 3rd. Munch went 3 up, 3 down, all ground outs to De Leon. 12 hits for Hays, 3 for the Collegians. 8 runs scored for the Larks, none for Boulder. Divis started this inning on the bump, threw an inning. Piercy went 5 innings. Marufo here replacing Munch after 1 inning. Strike 1 on Hall. Hall, the DH, he's from Omaha, Nebraska, played at Southeast Community College in Nebraska. 0-1, the delivery over the outside part of the plate, called strike 2. Marufo settling in after that 5-pitch walk. He has a lot of heat on his pitches. When he locates them well, it's a work of art, getting a lot of guys to strike out, fanning them when they're behind. The 0-2 delivery. This one's grounded softly over to the shortstop. De Leon tosses it quick to De Leon, who Justin Lee throws a stretch, and as he loses his footing after a slide from Farrell. Nice play from De Leon. He's been flashing that glove all day long. Quickly picked it up and tossed it a steamer to Justin Lee. Farrell showing some sportsmanship. He's going to go have a handshake with Justin Lee before heading back to the dugout after that Lee losing his footing at second base. 1 away, runner at first as Hall reaches first for the first time tonight on a fielder's choice. So now to the bottom of the order, Logan Cowart. Over to the day, a fly out to Sutherland and a strikeout. Marufo throws a fastball inside lower part corner of the zone. 0-1. Marufo doing a nice job bouncing back after that walk. Throwing strikes here. Checks over at Strachan. And he'll deliver this one, a fastball off the turf. Swinging is Cowart. It's 0-2. Props to any pitcher that can get a guy to swing and miss at one off the turf. Loomis do a nice job of gripping that one, not letting it get past him, keeping Hall at first base. 0-2 with 1 away. The delivery from Marufo over to the right side. Away and low. 1-2. Third base coach for the Collegians still talking to Mikey Gangwish over by the Larks dugout. This one's fouled back and away. Where we said go 1-2 again for pitch number 5. Larks will be back here tomorrow night for game 2. This 2-game series, first pitch at 7 o'clock. You can get you right here on Larks Network. And they'll be in Dodge Monday for game 1 of a 2-game series against the A's. Larks looking to win the division. They'll clinch it if they sweep them. Game 2 will be right here in Hays. And he gets Cowart to swing and miss at another one. First strikeout on the day for Marufo. And on the season for Drew, strikeouts number 20 according to the KCLB website, which I do believe to be incorrect. There's 2 away now with a runner on first. Top of the order, Chris Jimenez, 1 for 3 on the day with a ground out, a fly out, and a single. Was a leadoff hitter in the first, the third, and the sixth. Excuse me, not the leadoff hitter in the third. First delivery to him, a nice pitch from Rufo. Home plate umpire Randy Jordan's going to say it missed just inside. 1-0. Due up for the Larks in the bottom half of this inning, it's Sutherland, Gangwish, and Belbin. Rufo's going to check over at Hall, not in time. Strachan will deliver it back to him. We'll away 1-0. Belbin playing a little bit more in now in left field. Andron playing about where he usually does in center. Sutherland playing in his usual spot in right. The 1-0 from Marufo. Brock Loomis just lets it go over his glove. Marufo's going to have to shake that one off as it's going to be a pass ball for Loomis in his first inning of work as Hall advances into scoring position. Two 2-0 is the count now on Jimenez. Jimenez from California, played at Long Beach State. Faces off against the guy who will be heading back to New Mexico after this season with the Larks for his next season with the Lobos. And it's strike 1. 2-1 count, runner in scoring position. On deck is Hunter Hudson in the hole, Brennan Roselle. A 2-1 delivery with 2 away is popped over the right side and back out of play, out of the park. 2-2. Marufo 1 strike away from sending us to the bottom of the 8th. That 7th inning was the first time the Larks haven't scored a run since the 3rd inning. Marufo from the stretch. The 2-2 delivery is grounded over to the right side and foul. So we'll go 2-2 again on the reset. No movement in the Larks bullpen. Likely see Marufo go these next 2 innings. Maybe 1 if the Larks get 2 in the bottom of this inning. The 2-2 off the turf. Brock blocks it with his chest protector. It's a full count. Sporting KC fans watching the stream. It's now a 1-0 game against the Vancouver Whitecaps. This one's lined over to left field. Jared Belbin dives forward, makes the catch for out number 3. Marufo does damage control after a pass ball that gets to second base. Belbin makes a diving catch. We're going to head to the bottom of the 8th here on Larks Network. Larks leading the Collegians 8-0.
to the Larks Network.
Bottom of the 8th we go here on Larks Network. Pinch hitting for George Sutherland is Jace Armstrong. Got the night off last night after appearing in Game 1 against the Denver Cougars. Joining for this 4-game home series, he's the one guy, the Larks, that we might see play against the Dodge City A's that just joined the roster. He sends his first pitch hard over the left field side. It's going to drop on the warning track up against the left field fence by the 322 marker to lead off extra base hit. A double for Jace Armstrong. Gang was going to celebrate with him from the dugout. Jace Armstrong doing a celebration at second base, and now hitting for Gangwish after replacing him in the 8th. It's Brock Loomis. Runner in scoring position with nobody out. Loomis had that pass ball in the top of the inning that puts Hall in scoring position. Marufo does damage control, and Belbit makes a beautiful catch out in left field to send us to where we are now. Toledo's first delivery to him. Loomis ducks out the way, 1-0. Gangwish will finish the day with a double, two runs scored actually, a walk in the 5th, a strikeout, and a flyout. He's down to his 3 final home games with the Larks in his 3rd year. Swinging and miss, Brock was behind that one. It becomes 1-1. Loomis will head into his senior year of high school after being a standout in his junior year for the Indians. This one, a fast pitch that breaks outside and low, 2-1. Loomis sporting the number 34 jersey. Larks wearing their home whites, blue jerseys with white lettering, red trimming. The Collegians come in with the gray road pants, navy blue hats and jerseys, white trimming, and some red lettering. 2-1, the delivery over in the turf in the left-hander's batter's box. It's a hitter's count for the guy in his first at-bat. Jared Belbin is on deck. Like we see Palmer Hutchinson in the hole as he replaced Skylar Luna at third base in the top half of this inning. The 3-1 to Loomis. Runs inside. It's going to be a 5-pitch walk. And there's runners on first and second with nobody out. If those two guys on base score right now, we'll head home early. Larks need 2 runs to run rule the Collegians. They've run ruled a lot of teams this year. Looking to add to their total here. Jared Belbin comes up the plate. 2 on, nobody out. Larks have 13 hits versus the Collegians 3. No runs for Boulder, 8 for Hays. No errors from either squad. The first delivery to Belbin, he sends a scream over the right side, but it's going to be foul on a line drive, 0-1. On deck is Palmer Hutchinson. In the hole is Jimmy DeLeon. On 1, nobody out. Armstrong at second, Loomis at first. The 0-1 misses outside on J-Rod. It's 1-1.
Larks currently on a 6-game win streak, looking to extend it to 7 here. The Collegians will be down to their final 3 outs if we head to the 9th. It's 1-2 after a swing and a miss from Belbin, the Australian left-handed left fielder. Toledo gets the sign from Hudson, agrees with it, delivers off-speed pitch outside, 2-2. Belbin turned 19 about a third of the way through this season. Played at Arizona Western with Mason Myrie. 2-2 with nobody out. Toledo looks at Armstrong a couple times, delivers one that misses Belbin way inside. It's a full count. He'll step back against the left-hander's batter's box, facing against the righty Brant Toledo. We'll get a payoff pitch here. And the payoff delivery, Belbin sends it high over to the right side, popped way up. It's going in foul territory over past the Collegians bullpen. He hit that one a mile high, and he'll get his second payoff pitch here. Toledo steps back on the rubber. We'll get a second payoff pitch here. The righty to the lefty. It misses low off Hudson's chest protector, and the bases are loaded now with nobody out to Palmer Hutchinson. Bases loaded, nobody out. Bottom of the eighth, anything into the outfield could end it here with Loomis at second base. And out of the dugout is the head coach, Eddie Toledo. We're going to take a quick pause with the bases loaded here on Larks Network in the bottom of the eighth. Nobody out. This is Carson Ackerman on the call. Palmer Hutchinson inherits the bases low with nobody out. New pitcher is Jake Olafson from Livermore, California, played at Kansas Wesleyan. 0-1. Hutchinson pops this one over the right side. Davis goes to the wall in foul territory. It's out of play. 0-2. Quick on Hutch. On deck, it's Jimmy DeLeon. The 0-2, Hutchinson goes down on 3 strikes. He'll go 0 for 1 on the day. 1 away now to the bottom of the order. DeLeon. Hutchinson replaced Skylar Luna. Luna will finish the day 2 for 4 with a 2-run shot, a double, a ground out, and a strikeout. Olafson's a southpaw on the bump.
Number 4, Jimmy DeLeon.
De Leon steps in the right-hander's batter's box with the potential to walk us off here with the bases jacked and only one away. Olafson gets a sign from Hudson, agrees with it, delivers one eye level of De Leon outside 1-0. If things hold out, Jackson Hewlett will pick up a loss on the season. Christian Piercy will advance to 3-0. This one high and outside, 2-0. A 2-0 delivery catches the letters on the outside high corner, 2-1. De Leon on the day, a single in the second, a fly out in the fourth, a strikeout in the fifth, and then grounded out to the other shortstop in the seventh. He's been a stud defensively for the Larks, and his 2-1 delivery misses outside. It's a hitter's count. The 3-1 delivery from the windup runs outside. It's an RBI and a walk for De Leon. So the base is still loaded with one away as Jace Armstrong touches home plate, making it a 9-0 ball game. So now to the top of the order, Drake Andron. This is his 6th plate appearance here through 8 innings. He singled in the first, came around to score, reached on a fielder's choice in the second, was held at second base, walked in the fourth, came around to score off the bat of Justin Lee for the second time, and then in the sixth he walked, and then Divis brought him home on a 2-run shot. Scoreboard at Larks Park, 3-1-0 count with one away. It's a 9-0 ball game. Olafson from the windup high and inside on Andron. 2-0. 2 more balls, and it's going to be a walk-off, as Andron walked to first base, driving in the winning run ruling the Collegians. Brooke Brandon did something similar earlier in his first game with the Larks. He was hit by a pitch in the 7th inning to send us home early, beating the Park City Rangers in Game 1 of that series. 3-0 with one away to Andron. The delivery right down the middle. He takes all the way. Hudson fakes a throw over at Loomis. It'll be a hitter's count for the right-handed center fielder that hits left-handed. He leads the league in hits, looking to add to his total here and send us home. The 3-1 delivery, same spot, same pitch, calling strike 2. Andron's grandmother, grandfather, sister, and mother here. They're rooting for him to walk us off here, and he strikes out on the payoff pitch. Now there's 2 away. Two away now to, looks like, number 7, Nash Neff. He's pitched for the Larks this season. Nash Neff on the year, he has 1 at-bat, and he was out on it. He's replacing the DH, Wyatt Divis. Plays at the Colorado School of Mines, played with Mikey Gangwish there. This is his first summer with the Larks after finishing up his freshman year. He swings and misses at his first pitch, 0-1. Neff, one of the funniest guys in the league, looking for a story to tell here. Bases are loaded with 2 away. 1 run would win it. Olafson delivers from the windup. Neff sends it a mile high over the left side. Cowart and Farrell go to the left. Cowart is going to make the catch by the Larks dugout for out number 3. So we're going to have to go to the 9th inning here on Larks Network. Your Larks leading the Collegians 9-0. This is Carson Ackerman on the call.
to the Larks Network.
Top of the ninth we go. Leading it off is number 11, Hunter Hudson. He fouls his first pitch from the new pitcher, Tommy Garcia, to the right side. 0-1. Garcia's been one of the best relievers in all of summer ball this season. KCLB website has him at 12 appearances, which, not correct. He's appeared in this home series. Has his last game at Dodge City. Has an ERA of 2.05. Opponent batting average of 0.167. And a whip of 1.145. Oh, and 2 quick. Garcia from Tucson, Arizona. Played at Mesa Community College. Loses his hat as this one's popped over the left side. Hutchinson makes his way towards the Larks dugout. It's going to be out of play into the Larks fan pavilion by the Larks nest. 0-2 with nobody out and nobody on. In this time at Mesa Community College, coming off his sophomore year, 2-1 record in 19 appearances, 3 saves, 35 innings pitched, 2.31 ERA, 37 strikeouts. It's going to be a 1-2 count. Garcia's first appearance this season was against Dodge. He went 4 innings, allowed 5 hits, struck out 2, only walked 1, no earned runs. He didn't have an earned run until Valley Center, where he allowed 2 of his 5 earned runs on the season. It's 2-2. Larks have a 9-run cushion. 3 outs will make it a 7-game winning streak. The 2's delivery off the right hand of Garcia. A fastball sent into right center field. And Andron's going to make the catch for out number 1. 1 up, 1 down to start the 9th. So now Hudson's 0 for 3 on the day with a walk of 2 flyouts and a ground out. Now to Brennan Roselle. 0 for 3 on the day, a ground out, a strikeout, and another ground out. 1 away, nobody on. On deck is Turner Davis in the hole, Kelby Richardson. The 5th pitcher of the night for the Larks. Davis threw an inning to start us off. Piercy went 5, Munch went 1, Marufo went 1, Garcia looking to go 1 here. Slider misses low and away on a breaking ball, and a beautiful pitch that had heat and movement on it. 1-0 with 1 away the delivery. A swing and a miss from Roselle. 1-1. They're going to say he tipped it. Roselle from Lincoln, California, played at Long Beach State. 13 hits for Hays, 3 for Boulder. The 1-1 delivery misses low, 2-1. Garcia agrees with the sign from his catcher. He'll fire in the 2-1, a swing and a miss from Roselle. It's a 2-2 count. Garcia gets some chalk on his right hand, wipes it off. He'll step back on the rubber and go from the windup with a 2-2 count. Roselle the 3-hole. The cleanup hitter's on deck. This delivery inside lower part of the strike zone to call strike 3. Another strikeout on Garcia's tremendous year. There's 2 away now with nobody on. The Boulder Collegians are down to their final strike. Now batting number 25, the cleanup hitter, Turner Davis. 0 for 3 on the day. Ground out, a strikeout, and a ground out. Roselle now 1 for 4 with 2 strikeouts, a ground out, and a single. First delivery from Garcia misses low on a fastball, 1-0. He'll go from the windup, the 1-0. This one misses just inside, 2-0. On deck, Kelby Richardson in the hole, Zach Reese. The 2-0, a swing and a miss from Davis. It's a 2-1 count. Collegians down to their final 2 strikes. The 2-1 delivery misses just inside. It's a hitter's count now for the cleanup hitter. Garcia from the windup, righty to righty, a swing and a miss. It's a full count now with 2 away as this one's foul tipped into the glove of Loomis. Slow clap started. Garcia will deliver his payoff pitch to Turner Davis. The delivery, it's a swing and a miss, a strike 3. Larks now on a 7-game winning streak. Christian Piercy now 3-0 on the year. He picks up the victory. Larks will celebrate, winning it in 9. Celebration in the outfield between Elman and Angeron and Armstrong. Larks winning 9-0. 5 pitchers for the Larks, no earned runs. The 5 pitchers combined for a 3-hitter. Larks scored 9 over the course of 8 innings. A home run from Skylar Luna, a 2-run shot, a solo shot from George Sutherland, a 2-run shot from Wyatt Davis. Larks will be back here tomorrow for Game 2 of this series. You can catch it right here on Larks Network. First pitch at 7 o'clock. Larks advance on the season to 28-7 overall. It's a non-league game, so they're still 24-6 in the KCLB. First place in the Jayhawk West, still 9-5 there. 15-1 in the South Central Division. They win it here in 9 innings, 9-0. Christian Piercy, undefeated on the year. He's 3-0. So Larks, now their winning streak stands at 7 games. You've been tuning in to Larks Network. This has been Carson Ackerman on the call. Thank you for tuning in, and good night.
Meet me down at the ballpark, where I'll be rooting for the Hays Larks. All of my friends are gonna be there too. Nothing in the world I'd rather do than grab a hot dog burger and a cold beer. You'll hear me yelling out a big cheer, 'cause whether they win or whether they lose, I'll be rooting for the Hays Larks. Hays Larks! I'll be rooting for the Hays Larks. I can't wait to see a home run. I know for sure there's gonna be one. I'll call out the players by their first name, sure